Hey guys, welcome. I'm not even gonna say welcome to my channel because I honestly don't even know if I'm going to take it that far. But here we go. Before I even start, I'm just gonna do a little bit of background information. I'm going to introduce who I am, and then I want to explain to you guys what the point of this video is. So for those of you guys who do not know me, my name is Vanessa. I'm a 27-year-old mother of two very active and loving boys. I currently reside in the Bay Area in California. I'm a very family-oriented person. I'm an Aries. We are currently in quarantine right now, so this is what quarantine got your girl doing, which I'm sure many of you guys have this extra time, so I really appreciate it. If you guys are watching, you're here with me, you click the link, you're here to support me, you're here to listen to my story. I truly, genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So this story is probably going to be quite long, so I would love if you guys could grab a snack, grab a little drinky drink, get your little mom juice going on. It's Mother's Day weekend, and just continue watching. So the purpose behind this video, I have two reasons. First, I feel like teenage pregnancy is a subject that is so often overlooked. And I feel like many times when they see somebody or a teenager, a young girl who's pregnant, they think automatically negatively about her and, oh, she must have came from a bad family, like her parents must not care about her, she must be out wild and out doing whatever the hell she wants. And I feel like that age, 14, 15, 16, and 17, like that is such a difficult age. And there's a lot that goes with that, like relationship wise, boyfriend, girlfriends, like being exposed to all kinds of things that you aren't even mature enough to even understand and comprehend. You think you do at the time, but you truly don't. So I want to help spread light on that topic and maybe give insight and maybe some ideas for parents that are out there currently going through the same situations with their own daughters, or if you guys have cousins or tias or little sisters or friends, like go ahead and please share this message with them, because that's my ultimate goal. Is I want to be able to reach out to somebody who doesn't have, the education or the knowledge, or somebody, they don't have the family to steer them into the right direction and make those correct decisions, I should say. So that's my main goal. I want to be able to reach young girls or family members, anybody that I could reach in a positive way. But I'm also going through my own healing journey. So I feel like for me, let's stop right there. People cope differently. And, some people like, why even put your business out there? Why let everybody know this and that? Or why don't you just go write it down? People could cope with writing their feelings and emotions or things down in a journal and then ripping it up and burning it. I don't know. Writing songs about it, going to counseling, talking to friends. We could all do that. But I feel like for me personally, this is just something that I know, because I want to help people and I want to bring insight to that topic. This is something that I know, me letting it out with you guys and being vulnerable is something that is going to help me become a better version of myself. So healing, I actually follow somebody on Snapchat. Her name is Roxy. And she was talking about, in order for us to grow and have a growth mindset and being able to let go of all that hurt and pain, we need to embrace our traumatic experiences. And for me, like if people say, oh, being 16 and pregnant is not a traumatic experience, you put yourself in that situation, but it's just like, there's so many other layers to situations like that that really could harm somebody, like mentally and physically. And like being 16 and pregnant, I feel like that was a traumatic experience for me, because my story's, everybody's story is different. And I was like, wow, like that, like I need to embrace it. I need to just finally let this go, because I don't even want to cry. But this is me being vulnerable. I feel like for so many years, I have held on to so much pain. And I'm gonna get into that detail like soon, you guys, with the story, but I just know for me to heal and for me to move past this and for me to just move on to the next chapter of my life, like I need to just let this out with you guys. And I'm glad you guys are here with me, because it's gonna be a learning experience for both of us, and I cannot wait till this is like video's done and over with so I could just move on, you know? So embracing the traumatic experience, letting it go, and just loving yourself through all your demons, you know? So before I even start my story, I just know there's going to be people who like truly, some people just really don't understand other people's lives and the situations that they're put in. And that's totally fine. So if you guys have your opinions, like, you're entitled to those opinions, but just know, like, any comments, negative comments that are left, like, there's nothing anybody could say in the world that could ever hurt my feelings. Like, there's nothing I've never heard before, you know? So I just hope you guys take my story. You could be touched by it. You could be, you know, embrace it. Share some wisdom with a fellow friend, sister. You know, I already told you that's a spiel. But yeah. So, where to begin? I'm gonna just go back with the family history. So you guys know I come from a big, well, I don't really come from like a big family, but my immediate family, like my brothers and sisters, it's pretty big. My mom and dad has 7 children, 4 boys and 3 girls. So me, I'm the middle child, dead in the center, middle child. And I remember being so little, like, well, not so little, maybe I was like, what, 12, 10, 11. I've always been like the second mom in the family. Like, anything anybody else ever needed, like, oh, Vanessa, do you know where this is? Oh, where's that? Oh, you know, I'm babysitting my little brothers and sisters and all that stuff. And I remember my oldest brother told me, he was like, you're gonna be the one that ends up pregnant first out of the family. And I'm just like, hell no, like, I'm not gonna be pregnant. Like, I got dreams, I got goals. I'm no. And for me, because I was always like such a good kid, like I did amazing in school. I never got in trouble in school, got great grades. I never got in trouble. I mean, maybe a couple times, but I was a good girl, you know? So when my brother would tell me that, I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, stop playing around, because I'm not. Like, I'm not. And then sure enough, what happened? Your girl got pregos. So my partner, you guys, if you guys follow me on social media, you guys know who he is. And if you don't, his name's Francisco. He was like my first actual real boyfriend. My first serious relationship. My only serious relationship, actually. And we met, when did we meet? I want to say 2006. We were a part of this math shadow class, because you're kind of embarrassing. I'm dumb, but he's not. He just got placed in it because they didn't know where else to put him. So he was such a shy kid too. Like, he would not talk. Like, I didn't even know he like liked me. Like, his brother would have to hit me up on MySpace for him all the time and talk to me for him. And so I don't even know how we even started like talking. I think I had to talk to him because he was so shy. And if you guys know Pancho now, like, you would never think, because he's so like talkative. But yeah, so I was in 7th grade when I met him, and we started dating. And then I think we started dating for a couple months, but then he went to high school, so like we kind of just stopped dating. But then when he went to high school, we started dating again when I was in 8th grade. So in 2007. So I remember waking up from a nap and getting all these text messages and stuff from him, and him asking me to be his girlfriend. Like, it was through my phone. And I'm just like, oh, like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, of course, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, of course, like, hell yeah, like, I'll be your girlfriend. And from there, couldn't get rid of his ass. I'm just kidding. But no, from there, our date is April 20th, 2007. So that's 13 years. So it wasn't until 2009 when I got pregnant. So 2 years, it took 2 years to get that happening. Mind you guys, I come from a family, like, my mom and dad, like, they were religious parents, you know, like, and I feel like any Hispanic family too, like, you guys know, like, your parents don't give you the talk. They don't tell you what could happen or ways to prevent it or how to steer clear from, things, And I don't know, maybe that's just, I don't know if it's just like a Hispanic thing. I don't know. But to each their own. My parents are amazing and I love them to death, and I don't hold anything towards them for, not giving me that talk, not educating me on whatever, They Hispanic parents just like, basically, you better not, or you're gonna get kicked out of the house, or you're not, like, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but if you're Hispanic, then But, I was never given that talk. I was never given like you need to prevent pregnancy, prevent STDs, like you guys need to protect yourself. Here's, condoms, birth control. Birth control was overlooked because that's against, the Catholic religion. There was just so many things that I wasn't aware of as a 15, 16-year-old girl, in a serious relationship. And at that age, it's just like, that age, we think we're so grown. We think we know what's best for us. We're an adult, basically, and we aren't. We really are not. And I feel like that age, when you're in a serious relationship, you see nobody else but them. The only person in your eyes is them, and you want to do everything and anything to keep that person happy. And that's what's like, oh my God, if I could just slap the out of myself now, out of my 15-year-old self now, I totally would. Like, there's so many things that you could do with your life when you don't focus it on somebody else. Like, focus and put that energy towards yourself. Go and figure out where the hell you're gonna go to college. Go get a job. Like, go occupy your time, like, enjoy your youth, enjoy your life. And at that age, I was just so blind. I was so like, no offense to him either. Like, he's him. But it's just like, wow, like, I look back and I just think about how stupid I was. Like, and I'm just speaking for myself, not everybody else who's a young teenage girl, everybody has their own experiences. But for me, I just know, like, I did some dumb things to keep somebody happy, because I thought I knew what was best for myself, and never taken into consideration, like, oh, okay, maybe my mom's right. Maybe I need to do this, or maybe I should step back and do that, I didn't really have that clear head, and I feel like none of us do at that age. Like, we just want to do what we want to do. That's just something that I kind of resent, is not being educated in that sense. And now for me as a parent, I have 2 boys, so it's going to be different. I don't have girls, but I want to let them know. I want to educate them in every way possible that I can, and any preventative measures that I could give to them, I totally will. Even now, like, I'm super blunt with them. Like, I let them know, the actual terminology of, like, of our body parts and what happens to girls when, our menstrual cycles here and stuff like that. I feel like, why not? Like, they need to know the accurate vocabulary. What are we gonna know? Like, I want to be very open with my kids when it comes to that, because it is serious. There's so many diseases out there. There's so many things that can be prevented if we give that knowledge and education to our kids. And I feel like, I wish, but it's okay, because life is a learning experience, and everybody has their own way of parenting, and everybody has their own beliefs, which I think is a beautiful thing. And if that's the decision that you decide to do, go for it. So moving forward, when I found out I was pregnant, it was fall 2009. I think it was around maybe November. Me and Francisco were in such a weird, awkward phase. Like, he was going through a phase in his teenage life, like every boy probably does. Just getting into just being a teenager, And I'm sure I've already talked to him about it. Like, he should share his story too, because he's been through a lot. So, let me get into it, shit. So when I found out I was pregnant, it was a shock. Like, we didn't know what the hell we were going to do. I told him. So moving forward, what the fuck? Okay, so moving forward, I ended up getting pregnant in the fall of 2009. So at that point, we've been together for 2 years now. I don't think he was going to the same high school as me at the time. But I know our relationship was very rocky during that time frame. And when I found out I was pregnant, shout out to my friend Sarah, if you're watching, girl. She actually bought me my pregnancy test, and I took it that night. I don't know when. I think it was sometime in November. And I took it, and it said positive. And damn, if you guys could only imagine like the emotions that a 16-year-old girl was experiencing watching that, you know, like. So here I am on the toilet watching these damn pregnancy tests change colors and turning it into negatives and positives, and I'm just like, oh no, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, what the hell am I gonna do? And I remembered, what did I do? I think I texted him. I was like, dude, like, I'm pregnant, dude. We're gonna have a kid. Like, what the hell are we gonna do? And you know, I mean, I think for any teenage boy's response, like, he was just like, no, like, you need to figure out what you're gonna do, because honestly, he didn't want it. Like, he didn't, like, teenage boy living, like, you know, like, no worries, no job, no, I mean, I don't remember if he had a job or not. I don't think he did, but it was like an absolute, like, what the hell are we gonna do, Vanessa? And I'm just like, you tell me, boy, because I don't know. And I think from then I was just like, I kept it a secret. I was still in disbelief. I was in shock. I was like, no, like, that, I'm gonna just ignore it and maybe it'll go away. Like, that's how, like, mentally unprepared we really are at that age. Like, we don't know what the F to do. And so I remember in December, you know, I have all this stuff going on. You know, like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. And our relationship was so rocky at that time. Like, I would never ever see him. He'd always be on the go doing this and that. And I remember getting a phone call one night, and I just ignored it. I was like, you know, he's been so distant and so in his own world. Like, why should now he wants to talk to me. Like, why should I be on, you know, jump up and be like, oh, hey, like, no. I was like, no, you need to stand strong. You just, you know what, ignore him. Just like he would always ignore me all the time, like, during that time. And then the next day, I get a freaking phone call, and it was just bad news. He was going to be going away for a while because he got into some trouble. And honestly, that might be another video, you guys. He could tell his story. I've already talked to him about it, and he's been down to let everybody know too, because he has that same mentality as I do. He wants to be like a mentor. Like, he wants to be able to talk and speak to the youth. And I'm not even going to go into detail as to what had happened and what transpired and what went down, but when I got that phone call, just know he wasn't there for my pregnancy. He wasn't there for the birth of my son. But that's definitely going to be another conversation. Maybe, yeah, it's going to be another video, guys, because maybe it could help somebody out. You know, I know there's a lot of girls that end up pregnant by themselves because their partner's, you know, away. And I feel like that's what truly kills me and breaks my soul, because I was put in a situation where I had to be like an adult. Well, like, yeah, I had to do this on my own. I had to be an adult and parent and birth and go through this pregnancy. Like, a pregnancy is supposed to be something so beautiful. Like, you're supposed to enjoy that with your partner, you know, like birthing class and like the first kicks and all the, oh my God, these lawnmowers are killing me, dude. Okay. You know, a pregnancy is supposed to be something beautiful. Like, that whole experience is something that I wish I could go back in time and do over and over and over and over again. And if I could, like, I would want to redo that experience, because I feel like that was taken from me, and it was so hard to be there for somebody when I was alone on my, you know, I was alone myself. And I feel like those who go away, they need that support. They need that constant reminder that there's still something out, you know, there's still hope, and people praying and wishing for the best for them. And it was just such a dark time And what's so crazy, you guys, is when I got that phone call, the amount of tears and how many days I spent crying myself to sleep and just feeling so depressed. I was so depressed. I was so sad. And I'm just like, I literally sit back and I think, like, how did I not lose this baby? You know, like, in the beginning of the pregnancy, you know, you're not supposed to be under stress and stuff because of the risk of losing the baby and stuff. And I was just like, wow, like, this baby, my child was like meant to be here. I'm sorry if I'm like, but I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to be able to feel like what I feel, because it wasn't easy. And I just know my son Gio, he was supposed to be here for a reason. And you know, I had to just accept that I was going to be this single mom for who knows how long. And when I told my parents, oh my God, I was so scared. I was so scared. I think I was like 3 months. And I finally, the only reason, you guys, that I had told my mom was because I was so dizzy in the morning. I was getting ready for school, brushing my teeth, and like all of a sudden I just had this whisk of like dizziness, and I just felt sick to my stomach. And I was like, I ran to my mom because it's like freaking out, because it's like something you don't experience. Like, you don't experience morning sickness every day. So I told her, and she like looked at me and she was like, when's the last time you had a period? And whoop-de-woo. And I was just like, oh my God, like, I had to let her know, you know, because like moms know best. Like, they know when something's up, you know. And she knew. Sure enough, she knew. And I ended up staying home that day from school. And she's like, you better find a way to tell your dad, because my mom's always been that one. She was like, you better not get pregnant. You better not get knocked up. Your daddy's gonna kick your ass out. He's not gonna be happy with you. And so here I am, 16-year-old me, like panicking, because I'm like, what the heck am I gonna say to my dad? Like, my dad's gonna disown me. He's not gonna love me anymore. I don't know. Like, I was just like, what the freckles? Like, what am I gonna do? And oh my God, I just remember, I don't know if it was that same night or if it was like the next day or maybe a couple of days later, but I know I ended up making dinner, and I played this specific song to like get me like hyped up. Like, you got it. Like, just go, just tell him, tell it like it is. And I forgot what song it was. It was a really happy song though. I think it was, I'm not even gonna go into it, or I'm not even gonna try and sing it for you guys, but it for sure hyped me up. And I ended up cooking dinner, called everybody in my family downstairs, and I told them all. I was like, you know what? I'm pregnant. And they all knew at that time that Poncho was away. So there was nothing more than positive things. You know, like, my dad embraced me. He didn't turn his back on me, not once. He never made me feel unloved, or, you know. Dang, I need to stop crying. But my dad's awesome. Like, he has always been so supportive and so loving. And my mom too. Like, they've taken so like amazing care of me and my kids when we lived with them, and I love them, and I'm so thankful for such a supportive family. Like, everybody in my family. I need to get it together. Hold on. So where I'm at today, you guys, after my second, I think he was about 1.5 or 2, back in 2014, I went back to school. So after I had Gio, I went to Carrington College for massage therapy, and I graduated with a certification of completion and stuff like that, but I never pursued a massage therapist career. I ended up taking a break, going to work. I got a job at it's called Willie's Bagels. You guys probably know it. That's where I met like some of the most amazing people in my life. Like some of my girlfriends, like they're my best friends to this day. They actually influenced me to go back to school. So for that, I am so thankful for them. Like everybody's doing their own thing. Like some of them are graduated already now and have multiple degrees, and that's definitely what influenced me to do what I needed to do. And like I've said, like these past 2 years have been very intense. So I kind of put my education on hold, but I am, you guys, registered for my last class to graduate with my associate's degree in liberal arts. So for that, I'm thankful. And I know for many people, oh my gosh, associate's degree, that's like nothing. But for me personally, it's going to mean the world to me, and I'm going to continue, hopefully, eventually. But just being a mom and going through life and, you know, having to work, and I don't get that downtime. I don't get me time to focus on school and school only, you know, like you have to go take the kids to school, go to work, pay your bills, manage a whole household, you know. But just know, if there is a will, there's definitely a way. As long as you guys are putting your mind, body, and soul into it, put all that energy into yourself. Like, learn to love yourself. And when you start focusing on yourself, you're going to start noticing so many amazing, great things falling into place. Like, that's literally what I've been experiencing. Like, I know I just need to focus. When I am focusing on myself and focusing on my happiness and focusing on my goals and stuff, things are literally falling into place. So you just need to have your mindset. You need to train yourself into believing in yourself. Because I feel like we go through some messed up things, and that's on it and automatic, like I give up, like I throw in the towel. I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. You just start to feel sorry for yourself, and you literally cannot have that mentality. You can't think like that. You have to think positive. You have to think positivity into yourself, literally. So for me to be able to experience what I'd experience, and to have this mindset, like, hell yeah, I'm gonna finish my education, like I'm going to get that degree. And many people overlook degrees, like it's not for everybody, and that's totally fine. But for me, like, not being given that chance, like I never went to prom, I never went away to college. I wasn't able to go away to college because of, you know, I had my babies, and which I am so thankful for. But I'm also thankful for, you know, online classes, because that shit really does help out. And that's where I'm, you know, that's where we're at today. And I'm so thankful for everybody who's contributed to my life to allow me to go back to school. So everybody who influenced me to go back to school, you guys know exactly who you are. I love you guys. And you know, if we could just keep spreading this positivity to other people, and you could do it. You guys could do it. Put your mind into it, and you can do it, okay? Just keep following your dreams. Like, nothing is impossible. And I'm sorry if I sound stuffed up, because, you know, this video got your girl in the feels. But I hope you guys have taken something from this video, and you're enlightened, and you feel motivated to go out and do what you know you need to go do. You know, like, this quarantine has got everybody messed up. You know, I've definitely had so many ideas in my head. Me and Poncho have so many ideas in our head. We're like, yeah, we should do this, we should do that, we should do this and that. And you know what? We need to start speaking it into existence, because we could have all these ideas, but if you ain't putting the energy into making it happen, it ain't gonna happen. Period. So that's where we're at. So towards the end of the video, guys, hope you guys still keep watching, because I'm gonna like put in some of my pregnancy photos when I was pregnant with Gio, and like some of my first ultrasounds, and maybe some from my baby shower, and you know, his maybe a couple newborn pictures, and then what he looks like today. And then I'll also add my youngest, AJ. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. You know, if it's too long for you, I'm sorry. I tried to make it like as fast as I could. You know, I was going to write all of it down, because I know I would probably forget some keynotes here and keynotes there, but I spoke from the heart, and you know, I do truly feel a lot better, and I hope that this message could be taken in so many ways. I hope you guys are leaving this video under the impression of, you know, like, shit, if there is a will, there is a way. Stay positive, stay strong. If you guys need to reach out to me, feel free to message me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram down below. I'll leave an email that you guys can reach out to me. You guys have me on Facebook. I am here. I'm here to listen. I'm here to talk. I'm not the most wisest girl in the world, but I'll try my very best. We all deserve that outlet, so, you know, and sometimes speaking to a stranger who don't even know you personally, I feel like even that helps out a lot of people. Because sometimes I feel like we're just so closed off and we don't want to let sometimes our family members and our friends know too much about your own personal life or your relationship with whoever you're with. And you know what? That's why I'm here, you guys. So hit me up, let me know. Maybe my next video will be with Francisco Pancho. He'll give his little his little story. And I have a lot more to say, but I'm still on the fence about my next story. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. All you mommies, I hope you guys all have a great, amazing Mother's Day. Live it up. Have a fabulous day. Get treated like a queen. And I will see you guys next time.